Welcome to the Whatever You're Into podcast. I am one of your four hosts, fill in the blank.
Do you want to know what your name is?
Well, we'll do a roll call. You can end with mine.
Okay.
Roll call starting with you.
You're not going to do it?
Do what?
Say my name.
Say my name. It's Marquise. A name so nice, you got to say it again.
Thank you.
Oh, I got to introduce myself?
We're doing a roll call. I think that's fun.
Mesky. That's my name.
Hello.
That guy.
The name was cool.
Okay, now, I guess
I think it comes with a little bit of a persona. You kind of know what this person
persona
is.
non grata.
When you hear the name, you kind of know what this persona is.
Let's hear it.
I think it comes with a little bit of an accent. I think it comes with a pair of pit vipers and a mullet. Mountain Lion Dew.
Mountain Lion Dew?
Yeah, you like that?
You want me to talk like a southerner?
Not really.
I won't. but okay, we won't do that. But why?
Mountain Lion Dew.
How'd you think of that? Why? Just.
It's like Wheel of Fortune.
What do you mean?
They do like the last word of the first thing is the first word of the last thing.
Sure. I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune in a while. Is it still going? Is Vanna White still on it?
The wheel never stops.
Didn't she die?
Did she?
I don't know.
Dude, everybody be dying.
The wheel never stops turning.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Speaking of moving on.
Should I divulge into the fetish?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, tell us what the fetish is, Mesky.
Robosexual.
Okay, they just want to fuck robots.
Yep, this is an offshoot of the
Hell
macro
yes.
micro. She reached out to me when she saw that episode, and she says she likes robots, transformers, things of that nature.
Don't you
wants-
mention Bender once on this damn podcast.
I was just about to say, I wonder how she feels about
I know I had to
Proposition
look at
Infinity.
You know why I had to look at you.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
I'll
do
yeah,
my
I guess
best.
you speak in Futurama quotes.
yeah, I said I'd do my best to not.
That's fine. I
Bite
figure we
my
could make the
shiny
title.
little ass.
We
Hey,
could
you're the
make
one
the
doing
title a Futurama quote, Proposition Infinity or something like that.
There we go, dude. That's a good idea.
Robosexuals.
That is what that episode is about.
Yeah.
I gotta
Wow.
switch this out. I want to know if the voice is arousing, like the "Hello, my name is," blah, 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 or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like a big Stephen Hawking vibe.
Yeah, or like Hal, Hal from Space 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That is a good question. Like kind of like
It's very matter of
version,
fact monotone.
or like the.
Do you think she's into synthesizers?
I
Like
guess let's find out.
that'd be interesting
Does
because they
Siri
can
have
be
a
annoying.
sexy voice?
Siri?
Yeah.
I think her voice is nice.
It's like kind of normal though, isn't it?
It's all
Maybe it
around
doesn't
just
matter.
pleasant, I think, and that's they kind of. I'm guessing that's what they're aiming for, and they succeeded. Remember, like GPS voices? How every GPS would have a different fucking one,
And they're all
and
terrible.
you could get like Homer Simpson to read you your directions.
What
and
about
like,
Stephen Hawking?
Could you actually get him to? Well,
don't
I mean,
know.
I guess that's just.
Just saying, what if is she into Stephen Hawking because he's like
Oh.
half robot?
It's not half
What
robot.
about
quarter robot. Let's be fair.
what about that one episode of Malcolm in the Middle where fucking Stevie gets the mecha suit and beats the shit out of Reese?
Such a good episode.
That is a good episode.
Because that's also the episode where Reese is trying to get all the kids around town to like hit him as a. Oh, is that the one?
Is it the circle game one?
Well, no,
That's the one.
Oh!
That's the only one I could think of where he beats up Reese.
Yes, you're right. I was thinking of the one where Reese fills his pockets with candy, and he's like gonna be like a
a pinata.
yeah, yep.
Anywho, let's get her up on Zoom.
Robosexual,
and
that's the term for it.
Robosexual's what she called it. She likes robots.
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 What about Roblox?
All right, so today we have our guest Chai on, and she's going to talk to us about robosexuality and what it's like to be a robophile. Is that what you call yourself? Robophile?
I don't really put too much of a label on it. Sometimes for fun, I'll say robosexual.
I like that. I like that. It's a good name, robosexual.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
That's what they did call it in Futurama, right?
Yep.
Oh, you already referenced Futurama.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
That's where
Maybe
it
that's
was
where I
from,
picked it up
though.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought for sure that's why you would call it that.
Okay.
I do have to say the scene where Bender does get big does things for me. So
Okay, so you like the size aspect too.
actually, that's how I found you guys from your
Yeah.
the size portion. But I'd like to focus on the robots today.
absolutely.
Give them their time to shine.
Let's
Hell
do it,
yeah.
but just to clarify, you are like a macrophile as well, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, we'll just focus on the robots. We'll give them their time to shine. What do you think about the Terminator?
Honestly, a little too cyborg human for me.
Okay, a little too
Interesting.
angry.
So
you-
he's made to be more a synthetic robot. He's a little too humanized for me. I find that a little less appealing.
Okay, so
Interesting.
you want them to be less human. What about
yes.
I'm trying to think of a
Okay, so
different
like
robot.
Bender.
Can we
Okay,
start
that's
at the
like
beginning,
a
Yeah.
robot.
I think Bender is rudely cute.
Oh,
Okay,
that's so
now
sweet.
do you like something even further away from human looking than Bender?
Yes, in particular, and again,
R2D2 maybe?
a lot of these. He a little. I feel like there's not. I find sentience appealing. So like a
Okay.
robotic that can consent, I find especially sexy.
Consent is very sexy. I agree.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
Yes, I find consent immensely. So like the Transformers, I think was my first awakening into
Hell yeah.
being attracted to robots.
All right.
Yeah, I remember watching like Transformers Armada. I think it was as a kid.
Ooh.
That was my jam.
But let's start
For
back
me,
at
it
the
was
beginning.
Beast
Oh, sorry.
Wars.
Oh
Beast
yeah,
Wars?
Beast. Oh, I forgot about that show. Oh my lord.
Yep, Dinobot, Rat Trap, Optimus Primal, Rhinox. They're
Never seen
Megatron. That voice. Oh my god,
Really?
the way he says
Yeah.
yes and no, just.
But you were
mwah.
just like me.
Oh,
You're
so
one
the
of those
voice is
non-cable
appealing.
kids.
Like
Yeah, I was
you
a
like
non-cable
just
kid.
the whole aspect of it, not just like physically. You like the. I don't know.
The
How do you
robotic
describe
voice?
the robotic voice? I guess
Well,
like.
in resonating,
Okay.
Okay.
the thrum
Thrum?
of it. Yeah, like that you feel it, like especially
sure.
if say you're inside the robot, like it's a vehicle or a plane or a construction vehicle, just them around you, feeling them through you. Every word they say resonates through your bones.
It's like having like a good speaker system in your car. Like you got a good sub or something.
Yes,
So-
like a subwoofer, but actually
But it's a
talks back
robot
to you.
voice.
Yeah.
Have you played Mass Effect?
Oh, I've absolutely played Mass Effect.
So the damn, it's been a while. The bad guys, can't think of what they're
Legion.
called. Yes.
The Legion robot I found very appealing.
Okay.
Yes,
See,
he's-
now I'm some that I recognize.
Yeah, you'll have to show me this later.
Okay, I can do that.
Have you seen it was the remake of Bullocks, what's it called? It's like the family gets stuck in space again. They did a remake of it fairly recently where the robot had these thighs. Ugh, killer thighs.
Like
It's like
actually
a
killer
Lost in
thighs, like
Space.
that James Bond villain where she crushes dudes with her thighs.
Oh, they could definitely do that. What a way to go.
But anyways,
I want to
let's
say it's called Lost in Space.
let's start back at the beginning real quick. 'cause
We just got right
jumped
into just
it.
talking
So-
about what's hot and what's not.
Yeah, we came in hot.
Terminator.
So
I know. I just started running right along with y'all.
that's good with me. That's what we want to do. But you are a robosexual. So what is that in your words? How would you describe being a robosexual?
I am sexually attracted to robotics in a personhood sense. So, yes, I have a drawer full of vibrators, but I don't feel that romantic connection to them. They're just doing a job. Whereas the concept of an actual robot is very sexy to me. Especially the more sentient, the better. So once we actually get some AI going, I'm
yeah.
ready. I'm down. I'll
All
throw
right.
down right in front of them. Yep. Take over.
Yeah, she's like, "Where's my AI overlords, please?"
Yes, please. I am ready.
Okay, interesting. So I guess like when did you realize you were into robots? I mean, that has to be I don't know. That's for me it seems kind of it's not too far from human, like you said you like sentience.
Yeah, like it's definitely there's that open door, and I just kind of fell through it, and I just kept running.
Okay.
So, but definitely my first attraction was Beast Wars Transformers. That got me into the older 1980s. I'm 36 years old,
Okay.
so I was born for around the first Transformers movie that came out. So Beast Wars kind of was the wake up call. Fell into it through there, grew an appreciation for the old G1 series, and then its spin-offs from there. I have an appreciation for the first Michael Bay movie. I fall off pretty hard after that, but I still like many of the designs. Peter Cullen as the voice. I've actually met him in person at a Transformers convention, BotCon, and completely lost my shit and ran away like a squealing fangirl. It's not my finest moment.
So did he voice the Optimus Prime in?
He voiced Optimus Prime, yep, in the original and the Bayverse.
Oh wow, okay, didn't know that. That's awesome actually.
That's what the Michael Bay movies is what we call the Bayverse.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
Do not be next.
I think I'm with you on there. I remember watching the first one thinking it was pretty decent, and then the other ones I can't remember. I think I've seen them, but I don't think I liked them. I don't know.
Definitely only
You
ever saw
probably
the first
didn't.
one.
It's one of those. There's fun moments, but then they keep not being worth the full watch of the movie.
Yeah, that's about right. And I mean, what?
Though,
Shia LaBeouf
I
and
did-
Megan Fox are in that?
Yep.
Megan Fox is pretty hot.
Oh, she's banging.
I did have her poster for a while. But actually, fun fact: I have a one of those toys that vibrate to ambient sound that you're supposed to wear in a club. I wore it to the third Transformers movie to enjoy it a little bit more.
That's awesome. That's
I was
so
very
cool.
careful not to sit around any children.
That is super responsible of you. That's appreciated. You know, you don't want to scar any children.
No. I very much age appropriate, please.
That's fair.
And every time the music picks up, someone's fucking phone's going off.
That's how they're meant to work. And oh boy, did it work! Because that was not a great movie, but at least I came by the end of it.
Yeah.
Wasn't a great movie, but you enjoyed it. You enjoyed yourself.
I did. I enjoyed it as I was not supposed to, probably.
That's like being a teenager. I remember going to movies, and I don't remember what was on the screen, but I do remember having a good time in the movie theater, so I can feel you there.
Because you were getting off.
Because, yes, I was getting my penis touched.
Got it. With the popcorn trick.
Didn't even need to do
Dick in
the popcorn
bucket
trick.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dick in
it just.
the popcorn bucket trick. I know that one.
I'll try that at
I
some
have-
point in the future.
Does
I mean,
anybody
it wouldn't
go to
work as well
movies
for me, I
anymore?
don't think.
Yeah.
Only if I want a slushy.
Yeah, I suppose that wouldn't work well for girls.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
We went to movies at one time.
Jackass. I think that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
last movie I
Jackass. We
went
saw
and
Jackass in theaters. That was awesome. Okay.
I haven't
Anyways.
seen. Okay. Regrettably, in this instant, I haven't seen any of these Transformer shows you're talking about. Is there a love aspect between the robots, or is it just like these are robots and these are humans?
They're just
and
kicking
it's
ass. They're
separate?
saving
I
Earth.
don't think there's any.
It's no, actually, there's a lot of romance. There's
Is there?
actually,
Really?
especially in the original, there's a lot of romance between robots and human women.
Damn.
Right.
I got
Yeah.
maybe got to give that a watch. That sounds wild.
Yeah, there's a handful of it. It's not like the main character vibe, but there's a lot
Sure.
of offshoot characters that end up in relationships with human women throughout the 1980 series. And then, as it progressed, there's more like kid friendship. But as you go,
Yeah.
even in Armada, Starscream's character gets a love interest who is a young lady.
All right.
That's kind of like progressive, I feel like, for like
Yeah.
Transformers in the 80s, like having robots and humans like develop relationships. That I don't know if that is progressive or if it's just like, I don't know, but that seems really wild.
Well, in the 80s, you weren't allowed to be gay, but you could fuck a robot. That was fun.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Okay, so you said that Transformers was kind of your lead in. How old were you when you started
man,
realizing that you thought differently about robots? Than
It was coming into
maybe-
around 14, so
Okay.
past some puberty, so that I started kind of thinking in that direction. I've always had an affiliation towards monsters and giants and the concept of a size difference, of a difference like Beauty and the Beast. I have big romantic feelings. I remember being deeply disappointed when he turned back into a human. I think
yeah.
a lot of women go through that they don't like to admit, but they do.
No, honestly, you're actually onto something. Like, regardless of the, I don't know. But prior to that, I'm sure you just had like an abnormal interest in them, like not obviously sexual.
Yeah, like the action, and I have a bunch of the action figures. I still
that's so cool.
casually collect them. Yeah, they're basically Rubik's cubes with faces.
That's awesome. I know my buddy had a
That's
bunch of
what
those.
they are. It's they're solving a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are. I actually have an original Megatron, but the stickers are so worn. He's not worth a lot anymore, but I still love him.
Yeah, no, the worn stickers, that's like a patina on, like a piece of silverware, whatever it is. That just adds character.
It does. The box is destroyed, but he's still posable. He's still chill. It's my boy.
That's awesome.
One of my many boys. And then you get your favorites as you go. Like, I love the Seekers, Starscream, his Tryon of his two pilot cohorts, Starscream and Thundercracker. I actually like Thundercracker so much I commissioned a plushie of him for like $200 at a BotCon convention.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. You should share a picture with us once we wrap up
I
here. I'd
will.
love to see that.
I
That
will.
sounds cool.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah,
But
Mesky's made plush before and
Yeah,
stuff. So
I used to make custom stuffed animals.
is that something you still do?
Oh, I definitely have like personal projects I
Oh,
work
okay.
on very rarely, but
you're
yeah.
gonna fix my my.
Oh
beard
yeah,
then.
shoot! I didn't bring my sewing stuff for you.
So you just mentioned BotCon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's a Transformers convention. It's still, I mean, COVID slowed it down, but it's usually once a year in a different location.
Do you go
and
every
it's a-
year typically?
I don't go every year. I've one of my best friends from high school that I'm still in contact with. We're both robosexuals together. It just kind of
Okay.
happened
Wow.
where,
What are the odds?
yeah, like she likes the more homoerotic aspect of two male robots together. That's
Nice.
that's her niche, and I have a visual appreciation for it, but I kind of like a bit more diversity. And
Okay, so-
and I also like the fact that not all robots have a gender. They can just be gender
Yep.
fluid or just not even gendered.
Yeah. So
Just a
with that,
straight
so
robot.
your friend likes homoerotic. What are you into? Do you want to see a female and male robot go at it, or do you just imagine yourself being with a robot? Or
I imagine myself with many a robot.
okay. Like I guess like how does porn work for it? Do you just like watch Optimus Prime jerk off, or does he
It
oil
honestly
himself up?
started on fanfiction.net and LiveJournal back in the day.
Okay.
So
Just-
reading other people's stories about it, of their original characters with the robots with each other, the robots with established characters in the series. For the longest time, my big one was actually Megan Fox's character, Michaela Baines. I thought that she would be really fitting with Ratchet, the mechanic.
Nice.
Healer robot. So I thought that was always a fun, as she's a mechanic, he's like the robot healer. I thought there was a fun little connection there, and they should fuck.
So that's how that's like the porn typically is just fanfic, just written word.
Then you get into a lot of audio porn, a lot of visual. There's a lot
Audio,
of
yes.
very talented artists. It's amazing what you can do with audio quality just to make your voice resonate more. There's so much Optimus Prime porn. It's amazing.
Yes, again,
That voice.
send us some links. We'd love to just check it out, just dip our toes into the world. Yeah, we touched on that with a different guest where they were really into audio. That was
Macro,
like,
micro.
yes,
I
indeed,
think
yeah.
I making a generalization here, but I think women probably tend to like more audio and story-based porn, whereas I think men are a lot
I do
more
like
into
to
visual.
I do like
guess.
to picture it myself. I
Well,
feel
I
like
mean-
I don't get it wrong in my own brain.
Yeah,
But
think about the
having-
romance
having the medium-
novels with Fabio on the cover and stuff. Like those were huge during the 90s or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
They're still
Yeah.
huge.
I
Not
mean,
much cup of tea, but I don't like to. What do I say? I don't like to like yuck someone else's yum
Yeah,
if it's not
exactly.
hurting anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and Fabio's still probably
nice.
looking hot, so I hope he's gracing those covers, just giving us what we want. But
Isn't he like 70 now or something?
I'm
Didn't
not
a
looking
goose
up
break his nose on a roller coaster?
Yes, indeed, you
I
are
remember
correct.
that.
That's-
Oh,
yes.
I feel like that's something that happened.
He's
Yes.
more remembered for that.
He
than
hates,
the
definitely
he
is.
hates roller coasters now, I believe. So
I don't blame him.
So you have that in
so
common with
unfortunate.
Fabio?
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like roller coasters for pussy reasons because I'm a little baby. But
Not-
Fabio's got a
Aw.
legitimate reason.
No, it was a goose.
See, I actually find roller coasters to be almost sexually gratifying in the mechanical thrill of it.
Okay.
Oh man, that
I'm
sounds
sure it's
great.
very vibrating, and it's like you get like a physical sensation along with obviously
Yeah,
the nuts and bolts.
the loss of control, the being whipped around.
Wow. So you
So-
like a mechanical aspect. Have you ever seen like
Yes.
there's this girl out there who's married to a carnival ride. Do you know who I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I know what you're talking about.
I have heard about her.
Yeah.
But see, you can't marry a carnival ride because the carnival ride can't consent. That's
No
just rude.
sentience.
That's not yeah. I think
That's
inanimate
for them to figure out
ride
as a
is
couple.
Inanimate-
say yes.
inanimate objects can consent.
Okay, convince yourself of that, Mesky.
Yeah, they can.
So I guess we don't really have a path here, but are you into synthesizers like keyboards?
Not like the actual keyboard itself, but the sounds it can make.
Okay, that's what I
Oh,
figured.
yeah.
Because I mean, and even like looking, because where we're at right now, there's like a synthesizer thing next to me, and like I could see the appeal. Like it's got just a bunch of knobs and shit, and like,
Lights and shit.
yeah,
blinking.
you know, I'm not sure, but that's probably a little too detached from like a human form or a sentence.
Yeah, something a little bigger that I could be inside, especially.
Okay,
Now, I'm not.
okay.
I've never really considered myself someone that liked vor, but I get the concept of
Just
feeling
about to ask.
inside something. But for me, it's more something I can go in and out of, like a vehicle.
Okay, what about the Iron Giant? I mean, he.
Oh my gosh, I am so in love with him.
I just thought he was
He
so
is-
fucking cool as a kid, and like,
He is. He's so. Oh my god, I loved him as a
Don't
kid.
think
Fell
I've
in
ever
love with
seen
him
that
as an
movie.
adult. He is an epitome of just kind of that. There's a simple and yet still high intelligence to him, and
I
the
think
level
there-
of passion he shows.
yeah, maybe I'm a little off base. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think of Mice and Men. I think of the one guy.
Oh, Lenny.
Yeah, like super sweet and simple. I mean, the Giant does less killing, but other than
Yes.
that,
I'll have to watch that movie. I've never seen it.
Oh,
You've
you
never
have
seen
to
it?
see that.
No, I haven't.
It's
really,
Yeah.
even ignoring the fact that the robot is super sexy. It is a very good movie.
it is a great movie. The
Yeah, I'd
animation's
say-
fucking gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
just it's like it just feels like a good kid movie. You know, it's like it takes place in like what 70s America, 60s. I don't know, Cold War times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's the joke of, oh, there's a nuclear bomb. Go under the desk, kids.
Yep, exactly. Good stuff.
So
That's
you
good.
were about let's take it. You were about 14 when you first realized you liked robots. Like, what exactly led you to that conclusion?
Dinobot's voice.
Dinobot's voice?
Dinobot,
voice.
the way he soliloquies, the warrior spirit, I just found him very commendable as a character. I found that to be super appealing and sexy. And then between him and then Rat Trap, who's like this little shit, but somehow just so full of energy and fun and tinkering. And I found their characters so appealing. And I just kind of fell down this rabbit hole, but slowly. Like I didn't really start getting into it until college when I
Okay.
started actually finding actual porn of it, as opposed to just appreciating it aesthetically a little more without exploring it.
Sure.
So is that moment like the moment you got into the community side of things?
Yes, that was a friend of mine had I made a joke that I found a really bad Flash animation of the Teenage Mutant Turtles having very just
Graphic
not
sex.
appealing sex. Yeah, it's like I have to say the end scene because it's horrible.
Yeah.
Unless somebody likes this, but I'm sorry, I did
Can
not.
I make the turtle
but-
sound?
Yeah,
Does it
well,
have the
it's
crazy
like
penis?
there's
Cowabunga, dude.
it's
No, like the real
basically
turtle
yes,
sound.
that's what it was. It was this terrible, jokey, like Newgrounds style Flash
Yep.
turtle sex animation, and it ended with Krang going, "Come in my mouth" to Michael, which he did.
He did. He obliged him. That's
Did they
amazing.
have did they have like the turtle mushroom dicks too, or were they normal dicks?
Well, they didn't even have normal erections. Their dicks like broke through the bottom of their shell. So I was just like, what
That's
is
so
happening?
bad.
Have you ever seen a
It was
turtle
so-
penis before? They look like big mushrooms.
Yeah, they're gross.
In this, but it was so terrible. So I was lamenting that I found this, and I was just like, oh no, my childhood. And then my friend at the time was just like, oh, well, the only thing that would ruin my childhood is Transformers porn. So I immediately went to find it to shit on him with it, and then I accidentally
Oh,
got
yeah.
very.
Went the opposite direction, it seems. That's
It's like,
great.
oh no, I'm into this.
Well, that's
And
that's
yeah.
really
Enjoy that
interesting.
greatly.
That's like some subconscious shit going on. Like,
Like,
oh yeah, let's
yeah, I'm
look at
gonna fuck with
Transformers
this
porn
guy
and just
and-
laugh about it and like,
And then, oh no,
That's-
something has awoken.
yeah, something. Okay, so that's college. You're feeling it out now. I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm jumping steps here, but I'm just like interested with your fetish and like any relationships. Like, how do those mesh? How do those go together?
Interestingly, I can't say I've only ever had one person that I really connected with relationship wise, but he
Okay.
was more size affiliated, so
Sure.
he didn't really scratch the robo part. I am divorced. My ex-husband did try to
Okay.
be supportive of a lot of the robot aspects, and he did what he could, but ultimately our relationship just was not par for the course.
Well, yeah, he was human.
I mean,
Some things you can't
Yeah,
fake.
right. And now I do identify as polyamorous. I have several partners, and they're all aware, supportive in their own ways, but it's definitely not their thing. But they encourage without discouraging me.
Do
Sure.
they indulge you at all? I guess how do you indulge that?
yeah. How
though?
like how would they play along in this case? I guess.
My partner that I live with, we've started living together a couple months ago. He's making more of an effort to use toys, voices, blindfolds kind of things, and saying the right thing to me, and using a device on me. Actually, another thing we are both into, which helps a lot, is electroplay.
Okay.
Oh, get those little things that you what do you call? I don't know, like therapists used back in the day. Right?
Tasers.
A taser.
Kinder,
That might be a little
than that.
extreme.
Kinder than that. It's called the Violet Wand, and it is a handheld mini generator, and it has a very pleasant to me and sexually arousing ozone smell, and it's kind of like a little purple-hued electrical current in a glass canister that you can run across your body, their body. There's an adapter piece where you can hold it, and it turns your body into a live wire. So, like, literal sparks fly when you kiss.
I'm looking it up right now because I can't believe what you're telling me. I'm having a hard time like imagining it. Like,
It just kind of like tickles a little bit, right?
here it is.
Yep.
So is it just
Violet
basically
Wand.
staticky until you hold it?
Oh, it's
and
like
build
those
it up?
balls that you'd go at the mall where you put your fingers on it and like the electricity goes to your fingers, but it hurts a little bit.
But stronger.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. That
Yeah,
is.
that is super interesting.
Yeah, so that aspect does a lot for me
I
in
see.
this area.
On this website I'm at, looking at this, they have shock whips.
Mm-hmm.
Shock whips?
I haven't gone in that direction yet. I prefer the wand, but I teach their own if they want to go hard.
It does seem like a big jump from a nice little ball thing to electrified fucking chain whip.
Yeah.
What about a cattle prod?
Yeah, I just hook a fucking car battery up to the chain and just have at it.
Well, apparently you can't like the car battery hooking yourself up to that. You can't. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which I'm dumb and I
Yeah,
believed
surprisingly,
Hollywood.
it does not.
Yeah. So.
I've been
Hollywood
lied to
lies. Well,
again.
there's protector switches built into car batteries that help prevent that kind of thing from happening.
Which makes sense. There's a lot of voltage. There's a lot going on in there. That could kill something pretty big.
Yes, and I like to get off, but I also like to not have an arrhythmia.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure about that?
So you I mean, does this what would you call this using this violet wand? Is that like, what was it, electric play or?
It's called electroplay.
Oh.
Electroplay.
Okay. I got to take notes. Okay.
You mentioned that especially this partner is willing to do voices. Do you guys use any sort of like voice modulator?
Darth Vader thing.
He doesn't need to. He's got a very good performative range.
Oh man, I
Perfect.
love people with a good voice who can just like go off or like
Yes.
even do accents, whatever it is.
It's hard to get him to be consistent with it because he likes to be silly.
Yes,
But
that would be my
I-
first instinct.
Like we've established very early on, he is not allowed to do Palpatine, the clown from It, or Goofy in bed.
Wait, has there been a situation where you guys are like getting freaky and then he goes into Palpatine?
Not yet, but his Palpatine was so good. I immediately said, I never want to hear that if my clothes are off, please.
So is there like a I'm not sure if you spent time on Reddit. Is there a subreddit or anything for this? Like a focal point?
In different areas, there's some that take it more realistically, some that are more character based, but absolutely, there's Reddits for this.
I'm actually on Reddit right now. Do you have like a specific subreddit that you personally enjoy?
I like I'm honestly more on Discord when it comes to Transformers content.
Okay.
I do like a lot of like Reddit for like memes and jokes and finding out new information about new series coming out or new action figures that I'm going to try to talk myself out of buying and then add to my collection anyway. I have so many of my boy Thundercracker. It's not even. I just love that blue F-15 so much.
Wait, so you have a lot of toys? Like a lot of like collectibles?
Yes, I like licensed, unlicensed, and fan-made action figures in general. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I know there's a whole market there of just like also like small production, certain obscure figures and stuff. That's really cool. I like wrestling
especially
figures.
getting into.
And there's like a scene where they modify wrestling figures. So
Oh.
yeah.
They have that with like refurbishing old Transformers and things like that.
Oh, maybe
It gets really
Megatron
impressive.
refurbished.
Maybe
Oh.
he needs a little love. He does. He's my oldest one. I have him. I've got an original metal Wheeljack that's a little beaten up but still sturdy.
Oh, original, like the
And-
first, like in the 80s when they first made the toys?
Yep, mid 80s after the 1986 movie release model. After the movie went through, murdered all of our characters, and then gave us new ones that we hated.
Ooh, okay.
I gotta ask, do you do anything with these action figures and toys?
Oh,
Is that part of
I
it?
honestly, it's not, and that's more the collector in me.
Okay.
Don't want to diminish its value or
yeah, not even so much value. It's just first off, they don't vibrate. Why am I going to use anything that doesn't at least do half the work for me?
Fuck that.
Doesn't electrocute you either.
Right? What the heck? What a waste. It's like I'm just down here with an action figure playing. Oh, what was the joke? Damn it! Acoustic pussy.
Acoustic pussy. That's awesome. But so I just went to the Robosexual subreddit. Is that like something like? Is that a thing?
I have dabbled there. I don't post much there, but I get curious. A lot of it is kind of overly bloated for my tastes, but I can see the appeal in this direction.
Wide variety of content so far. Haven't seen any two things that are the same. So that's interesting.
Okay, there's a lot of diversity when it comes to machines.
Well, and also because I like the TV series Whatever Happened to Robot Jones that came up. You into that?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about it too until
that's a
recently. And then
throwback.
I found the series on some random Google Drive, but
Osmosis Jones?
we're not getting
A little
on that
different. That goes back in the macro.
Yeah.
You called it What
Yeah,
Happened
there's
to Robot
Robosexual,
Jones?
Robosexuality.
Yeah, Whatever Happened to Robot Jones. It was an animated series. It was really good. It's
I think
like
I watched a few
this-
episodes with you, and
Yep. It looks like
Your
a
brother.
Schoolhouse Rock, like the animation style.
yeah.
Yeah, this subreddit seems to focus more on the actual Android aspect.
Yeah, I
Okay.
noticed that. So, like, because it sounds like your big thing is Transformers. Is that right?
That's my big Transformers, and then to a lesser extent, again, Iron Giant, the Gundams in general, Gundam Wing, getting in some of the Evangelion robots. But yes, I definitely like my robots big.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Do you like the Metal Gear series?
I like it aesthetically, but I never got into the plot.
That's fair.
Don't try to get into the plot. It is very confusing.
God, makes no sense.
Probably one of the reasons I haven't gotten too far with it. I'm glad you do. Enjoy. Enjoy for us all. Well, it seems to have actually a big following. You're fine.
Is there like a Transformers porn subreddit or a community?
Is there a dedicated
Definitely,
Transformers porn
100%.
subreddit?
I just
Yes.
want to find it.
Just fucking search
Transformers.
Transformers like 34,
Optimus Prime dick.
right? That's Rule
Transformers
34, right? That's what it
hentai.
is.
Transformers hentai. You think? Okay.
Let me see. That's more kind of like a posts like it, but not. You know what? Now I'm gonna actually look harder on Reddit because usually I started off on kind of that LiveJournal Tumblr area. Tumblr's gone to shit since Yahoo
Oh
bought
my
it. though.
God! Once they got rid of porn as well, that was the first big,
Dude, I organized my entire spank bank on Tumblr.
so many
And,
people's
like, down-
collections just fucked.
Down to like the tag.
Oh,
And then poof, I was devastated. I was devastated.
I've never seen such an outrage, and it's justified. Like a site known for just the free access to porn and the sharing of it, just gone like that. Oh,
And a lot of it was very like kind of that catered to a lot of the feminine gaze of it's not overly explicit in its own way. There is more of a romantic connotation and art-based
yeah.
audio and visual aspect of it. And now it's just gone because you can't show female presenting nipples.
Oh, that's just insane. I can't. Horrible move.
Didn't OnlyFans try to get rid of porn too?
They were going to until there was.
Until they realized they
Yeah.
Well, I think it had to do with
The
the
fuck
bank.
were they gonna do that?
The-
Well, yeah, their credit card, the whoever was lending them credit or however it works, weren't accepting payment like MasterCard or Visa or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then I know
Their
there's
bank was
alternatives that cropped up.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how that works. Maybe their MasterCard's just like, well, we want the money or something.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what their moral point was. We're a credit card company. We don't like tits. Like,
Whatever. You
you
like
guys
money,
ruin
shut
people's
up.
lives with
Shut up
debt.
and take the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's also just people getting mad that sex work is getting more legitimized in a way they can't monetize.
Yeah, and like, I mean, we've gotten away with free porn for so long.
So
Just
long.
pay. I mean, like, I have probably thousands of dollars worth of debt from free porn I've watched since puberty.
Mood. That's a mood.
Yeah, I mean, I got to pay it back somehow.
I owe some people
It's
some
like
money.
reparations or something.
I inherited all my porn.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you have the weirdest porn.
Who has the weirdest porn?
Oh,
Marquise?
Mark's got a pop
Oh.
song.
I guess you have
after
been
this.
here
No,
for
no
band
one's gonna
practice.
win or lose this game.
Yeah, we're gonna write a song called "Box of Porn." Remember?
Box.
Oh, I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it? Oh, let's go.
There you go. We're good
That's
to go.
huge.
That's huge. That's in the song.
Okay.
Then again, I guess if you took some fanfics and made it into like a live action, low budget film, it'd probably be about the same as
Yeah.
like a 70s porno.
Oh yeah. That. Speaking of that, is there any like full animated scenes that you enjoy?
Those are a little hard to find. Most of them are jokey.
Yeah, because
So
that's
they
high
don't-
effort.
Yeah, that's hard to like. Not a lot of people are putting flash animations that look good and actually cater to the content as opposed to just like teasing and mocking it. So there's really not a lot in that category for me, at least that I found.
If somebody were to produce that, is that something that people would pay for? Is that like, is it that kind of like there's such a lack of it?
I feel like we're too niche for that to go anywhere near the kind of budget where it'd be worth watching or contributing towards.
Is that what
Unfortunately.
you're secretly here for?
The
Mountain
money-making
Lion 2?
opportunity, boy.
Yeah, you're just like...
I'm a capitalist today.
You're like, yeah, what do I need to make some money in these niche?
I'm no longer a socialist. I am a capitalist. I'm going to corner the fucking robot porn animated market.
I say go for it, man.
You
Call
know
it
what?
Equal dibs.
Yep, he's working on
I'll
his 3D
subscribe to your
modeling
Patreon.
and drawing.
Okay,
and
that's cool.
Animation
And,
work.
yeah, and it'll be like, $5 a month or something, and you get like, a 30-second animation every month or something. That seems
Then in
doable.
interviews, he's gonna be like, "I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the people.
Well,
These people need to get off."
that's fair. I mean, no, but like we talked to somebody else. I forgot who it was. That yeah, it just sounds like there's like a drought of like good content. Not like the stuff they enjoy is bad, but like there's avenues that haven't been really ventured, obviously because it's so niche. So I don't know. Maybe I'll learn how to animate.
I say go for it.
All right. I'm going to send you a link for a YouTube video that's kind of there.
Beautiful.
It does get more explicit than what it shows on YouTube, but this is like a bare minimal version of what I would consider a high budget-ish looking cartoon,
Okay.
sexy porn. So that's coming your way.
Beautiful.
It's done comedically. And anybody that's hearing this that has heard it before, it's the Starscream eating toast video.
So would you prefer to have something more serious, like if it were to be animated?
I'm watching
I
it right
appreciate
now.
comedy in sex. Sex is funny.
It
At the end
is.
of the day,
I agree.
It's
anybody that
awkward,
takes sex too seriously needs to stop.
Sex is great.
Yeah, just giggle once in a while.
But it would be nice to have something a little bit more viable.
An episode of the show quality, except for
With
they
sex.
end up fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Let's learn how to animate, boys.
Deleted scene.
Deleted scene. This is the scene where
Yeah,
Optimus
what
fucks
happened after the
Starscream.
credits roll?
If we got into like VR and 3D modeling and specifically like made a company for like VR fetish experiences.
Exactly. We had the macro with you being in a cave with a giant's dick filling the cave and coming.
Is that the one she sent?
We could do that.
That was fascinating. I'm actually just curious to find that out of just
Well, I think
curiosity.
I have a
Yeah,
link.
that-
Is
I
it
might
hot?
somewhere.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm curious.
I'll have
Link
to
me
look
that.
and see if I have it.
for science. Link me that for science.
Yeah,
please.
for science. Yes, please. Yeah, that's that kind of caught us off guard, if I recall, with the person wanting to be in the cave.
Oh, you're in the
flooded
cave.
with the cum.
Oh yeah, that is not what I had in mind when
Yeah.
when they mentioned that. Well,
wanna
mostly
see?
just because most of these have ended up being very like intimate.
Yes.
Much more than I thought they would be. So I just imagined like them standing on top of the mountain
Yep.
or whatever, like making eye contact
Oh, no
with the
sound.
giant.
Dude, you're
That's
writing
what-
good stuff.
That's what a lot of the video, like Red Parrot, I think, is a big producer that makes that macro micro porn where it focuses more on they're just watching each other,
Okay.
and it's due to just technological constraints with making it look more interactiony.
I'm not. We might have touched on this, but how do you feel about like the intimacy? Do you want to be as like close and loving as possible? If you were to-
Yes,
Okay.
I appreciate that. I find that more sweet and appealing. I like a level of silliness. Just I think humor is important in any dynamic.
Well, yeah, like I mean, maybe I'm stretching it, but like in a real relationship, you know, you like that intimacy, that closeness, but you'd like to do that with a robot.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Would you specifically date a robot and be monogamous with one? I know you mentioned you're polyamorous, but like if there was a robot that could, you know, do its thing, would that be good enough for you for the rest of your life? I know it's
My
a hypothetical,
sexuality
you know.
my sexual appetites are fairly diverse in and of themselves. I mean, part of the reason robots are appealing is because of their flexibility.
They don't
and
tire as well.
You know, they don't.
Wait, their flexibility? What do you mean?
Not like literal.
They can do a lot, like especially in regards to Transformers, they can transform.
suppose, yeah.
That adds a lot of options. Also, I know you guys haven't touched on this yet, but the idea of robotic tentacles, very appealing
Robotic
to me.
tentacles?
Yeah, let's go down that
Yeah.
path. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say I did think that earlier. I'm like, I bet this has a big crossover with like tentacle porn,
Robot and tentacle?
It does.
I
I
also did not
personally,
think
like
about a
robot
tentacle.
things.
yeah, like tendrils.
Didn't
that
make
are-
that connection, me
like if-
personally.
yes,
Yep.
Oh well.
I prefer my tendrils and tentacles to be more robotic, but I know that there is another sect that take the fleshy route.
Okay, yeah. That's what I think we'd be somewhat familiar with, I guess.
Yeah, that
At
you
least
could
the
probably
idea of
dedicate an entire episode to.
Yeah. Okay, so with these robotic tentacles, is that like? Could that be their dick, or is it just like an additional thing on top
like
of
an
you getting with
extension
Optimus
cord?
Prime or something?
I personally like them as an additional limb.
Okay, nice.
Like the more limbs, the merrier, right? More
Yeah.
limbs, more things they can do, more places they can touch.
And with that tentacle thing, I'm sure it can be like that can provide electro play.
I've read and seen art of that. That is definitely in there. Again, less tasery, more light sensory play.
Yeah, I'm so interested in to know what that feels like. Like,
Are
I
you
was
going
looking
to
at
order
these
one?
Violet
How
one-
much are they?
There's some for like
A good-
40,
a
50.
good-
Wow.
A good one is $200.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
And
I
they have nice
honestly would-
cases with them and stuff.
Yeah, you want to take care of them. I honestly, if you see one that's less than $100, I wouldn't trust it.
It's going to give you
Oh.
cancer.
Here, lick this 9 volt.
It could shock you too much.
Yeah, this is one of those like you're pushing the bounds of what's safe
Wait,
when
do
you play with it.
You plug it into the wall?
Yep, that's a
Oh.
plug-in.
That's okay. Yeah, that is. You don't want to fuck with that. I mean, that's.
Yeah, and you
yeah.
do not drink or use any substances
Oh,
with
I'm
it.
fucked then.
What's
so-
the fucking point?
Fuck, no more.
No,
vodka.
these are sober toys.
That's
No
good to
such
know.
thing.
Yeah, it just sounds interesting. So you say you'd spend at least $100?
Yeah, I personally spent $200 on mine. I really did some research. I actually met the gentleman. It was at a kink event that made his, and I trusted his background and where he came from, so I felt safe purchasing it from him because I'd been interested in them for a while, but I was very picky about just buying. And at that point, there wasn't a lot of reviews or vocalization about what ones you can trust or not yet. It was
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
maybe early to. Yeah, so I was very picky. And
Seems a
again,
little different than just going to the sex shop and buying a dildo.
I'm going to
Well,
stick
yeah.
with my low-tech
Yeah, a little
sex
bit, like,
toys.
battery power is a little different
My
than
unpowered
than
sex
these guys.
toys.
Yeah. So with what you're saying, so you got what the one you got was before Violet Wand was a thing.
It was I don't know how early on it was, but electroplay had been a thing for a while. But again, it's usually people jacking into car batteries and using them inappropriately
Okay.
and not safely necessarily. So
yeah,
I didn't want any part of that. And I mean, like the first year, like you're young, you're curious, you look at battery, you kind of like the tingles, but it wasn't quite enough.
give me that 9 volt.
Do the 9-volt.
Okay, I'm gonna lick the.
Yeah. Back like it was just like sharing the 9 volts of, ooh, like
Throw 'em
flick
at
the 9
guitar.
volts, see how it feels.
I might honestly get one of these things. I don't even know what the sensation is like.
Do
How
not
did
bring
you know?
sex toys to my house.
How did you just like buy it on a whim, or did you already know you were kind of into it before?
I was into it. I was looking for ways to explore electroplay, and I liked the cut of his jib.
But had you experienced any type of electroplay prior to that?
Lightly, but again, in the realm of like not like full on generators, but like that just kind of like the tingles. 9 volts was really like the best example I had at the time without trying anything too dangerous. And again, that was that was more like a tee-hee tingle as opposed to full on sexual gratification.
Okay. So,
Back in the old days, all you had to do was rub your feet on
Oh,
the
yeah,
carpet
rub your feet on
and
the
just kind
carpet.
of touch each other.
I'm gonna get one of these things. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Read your reviews,
Yeah.
and
As long as it
And
doesn't
shop
touch your
safer.
penis, I'd be interested in seeing.
You got a
what it feels
referral
like.
code or
yeah,
something?
I wouldn't. Yeah, and you don't want it near pre-cum or anything like that. You don't put it anywhere wet. Like don't.
Okay.
I'll do a little research.
Yeah, definitely do research. But I highly recommend when used responsibly. They are shockingly
Find
fun.
it.
Shockingly fun. Okay.
If you get one, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Mesky got me for my birthday. He got me a magic wand. Never expressed interest in it. He just got it for me. he just got it.
Did it
So
regift?
No, I
no, it's
wanted
brand
to-
spanking new.
I made
Nice
the
you.
comment. I'm like, I think men should try those. More men should try those vibrators. It's not like a dildo. It's literally just like a magic wand personal massager.
Yep.
Feels fucking
Oh, fantastic.
amazing. Feels fucking amazing on the Johnson.
It was interesting. Like
feels great,
I guess I
man.
never thought about like, hey, that's an option. You know, we're just
Yeah.
used to using our hand. I don't know.
Exactly. Just
We're-
fucking
No, have fun.
vibrate until you nut.
And
Pretty well
Transformers
thought. So-
have them
Yeah. So
built in.
like, if I tried that, I should try the violet wand. I guess.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah, I think you
I
should go
highly
for it.
recommend it, especially if there's the attachment for full body play. That's the really fun one. That turns you into a live wire. So like I teased my girlfriend with it the other day. Because I talked to her, I was just like, hey, I know that you've never dabbled in anything like this before, but want to see how this feels on your arm? And it went very well.
Oh, were they into it?
She was very into it, yes.
Cool. Okay, that's 2 stamps of approval. I'm going for it. I'm gonna first lick this 9 volts, but
All right, he's licking a 9 volt.
I can't get it
In
out of the
about
plastic.
a month, we'll be doing
Everyone,
an
please.
episode on Mountain Lion, Mountain Lion Dew.
Want a key?
Happy to
Talking
inspire.
Is this
Well,
a first?
you know,
What do you need?
I guess you don't know if you're into
I don't
something
know.
until you're exposed to it. I guess so.
He's
Like,
gonna-
this
he's
is all
trying to get the plastic
brand
off.
spanking
And
new.
confirm.
Okay.
So one, first in the podcast, you're gonna lick the battery, and 2, you're proclaiming this as your brand new fetish.
No,
I am
I'm
gonna
just.
say, please
trying.
stop licking batteries, though. It's really not that good an idea. It was just how I started.
Okay, I'm not gonna lick the 9 volt. I'm gonna
Dude,
get an.
I've licked
Don't
plenty
lick
of
the
9
doing
volts.
it.
I've licked plenty of 9 volts in my day.
No, you guys are bad.
Don't do
This is
it.
peer pressure.
We're not doing it.
I'm not
neither
going to
should
pressure
you.
you into doing it, but I am aware that this is a thing people have done.
I know I've done it before,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this is
it's
a brand new one. This is full charge.
I doubt it. That's like out of my
do as
business.
they say, not as they do.
That's covered in plastic. This is brand new.
Here, let me see it.
Look, I'm taking the plastic off. It's brand fucking new.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
that's fair.
That would
I am
hurt.
off the clock.
Yeah. Should we move on to the lightning round?
Oh yeah, we can do dumb.
Oh, my-
Well, hang on.
oh right.
Let's do
Back to
do
the
Oh,
one-
podcast.
lightning round, dude! This fucking all connects.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I'm not
We'll
gonna
do
sit
one
around and
quick
wait for you to
question.
not lick a 9 volt.
Well, first of all, is there anything that we haven't touched on yet that we haven't covered that you want to bring up?
We've been a little scatterbrained this
I
time.
feel we went on some fun tangents.
We definitely did. I hope we got it all.
Yeah, we're always.
That's the only
I'm.
bad part about going off on tangents is now I don't know what to ask in the lightning round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then overall, do you think your fetish is a net positive? Do you think it's benefited your life, or do you think
Positive or negative, like a battery?
Yeah.
I would say in my case, I have not been negatively affected by it. I've never
Yeah.
had a partner shame me for it. I've never done anything to hurt myself or another in
Not
it.
yet.
It's usually I still don't intend to. I found lots of interesting, diverse content over the years. I've made my own. I've found like-minded individuals that I'm close with or just lightly connect with online intermittently. It has not negatively impacted me or my workplace. It doesn't really affect my workplace at all. I mean, if I was an engineer, maybe it'd be a little different, but
Yeah.
I find it doesn't distract me.
Holy shit! You
from
could have
what
gotten into like robotics and stuff as a career, and like you could have been getting off while you do your job.
Would've been too
I know,
distracted.
but I'm so bad at math.
Oh yeah, fuck math, dude. That shit's stupid as fuck. Like, what the hell is trigonometry? I sucked at that, dude. I can't do it. Triangles are too much.
I was worse at like the dumbest math.
Oh, algebra, great. Whatever the fuck came after that, but trigonometry fucked my head. I felt stupid.
It'll do that to you.
God, that was the worst.
It reminds me. Do you guys ever watch Clone High?
No, I want to watch it though. I've heard good things.
Oh, it's so cute. There's this moment where they're like they're talking about percentages, and they're like, "Yeah, numbers don't lie." And then the number 4 runs across the screen. And is like, "I'm the number 5." Killing me every time.
It looks like such an interesting show because it has like JFK's in it, right? Like a young version of
Yeah,
him.
JFK's the jock.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea for a show.
It is. They definitely have fun with it.
Marquise, lightning round. You got a lightning round
Back to lightning.
question?
Okay. I really like the slang so far. It's like robosexual and one other one you said, robo something else, and I really liked it. Is there any other good slang? Like maybe like a slang term for
I guess
actually having sex?
getting. Well, you can say like spark bonded, where it's like
Crossing
a pair
wires.
of 2 robots that are bonded by sparks, so they're kind of like soulmates in a way. So like robo soulmates you can get into.
Cute.
Spikes and ports is usually, or valves is kind of like the genitalia you'd use, as opposed to like a lot of people are like, oh, gear shaft and like tailpipe. No.
Blah.
Spike
a little
and
more fun
port,
than that.
This has
that's
been
like
done before.
Yeah.
Okay.
But going into those directions, and you just kind of break it down on an individual basis.
So, are you into cyberpunk at all? Like that stuff? It seems more like Androidy, so probably not.
I like another aesthetic that I like, but I myself am not a creative enough person to fully indulge and like make that type of suits or costuming and the like. I like looking at it visually, and cyberpunk as a style I find fun, but there's still, it's a little too human for me. It has further to go.
Adam Smasher looked pretty fucking robot.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy was brutal.
Ooh.
It was like a robot with a human head.
Oh yeah, how's something like that vibe with you?
I think that's jarring.
Oh yeah, I would
That's
think
fair.
so. Uncanny Valley type.
Yeah, at
shit.
least give him like a helmet or maybe it's like a visor.
How about Darth Vader then?
Darth Vader is sexy for completely different reasons.
Oh, what are those reasons?
I just that
James
James
Earl
Earl
Jones.
Jones voice.
Yes.
First off, oh my gosh. Him reprising in Obi-Wan. I didn't love Obi-Wan, but I have to say I enjoyed it thoroughly when Darth was on the screen. But that's more kind of like...
Wait. James Earl Jones is in the new Obi-Wan series?
Yeah, he voices Darth Vader. He reprised the role.
I haven't watched the series yet. I didn't know. That's actually wild. He's still alive. Holy shit.
So Palpatine, no. Vader, yes.
Oh yeah, Palpatine, no. Vader, yes. That's new
Yeah,
shirt.
I would not fuck... I would not myself fuck Vader, but I would like to watch Vader fuck somebody else.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I don't even know if he has a dick. He got burnt so fucking bad.
Probably doesn't.
Yeah,
That's why it's so
I'm
bad.
not sure if I could get into that. That'd be a lot of fucking breathing.
I don't know. I feel like he'd have a pretty baller robot dick, though.
That's what I would
It's
hope.
built on.
But like, if you can't, yeah, I guess we don't know what's under that suit or what all that suit contains. It's like Batman suit. Like, there's all sorts of fucking stupid shit in that.
Can you jerk off with the Force?
Yeah, you can
Almost
actually. I've done
definitely,
it.
I bet.
Cool.
Oh, that's definitely a porn. That's definitely a lot of porn.
You have any lightning round questions?
Top 5 robots that are not Transformers.
Oh yeah, great.
Oh, ooh, that are not Transformers. All right, I gotta say
Iron
my
Giant.
Iron Giant. Gundam Death Scythe from Gundam Wing. That's the one that Duo Maxwell pilots. I gotta say Bender, especially when he gets big. Just he's an
Yeah.
asshole. I would not date Bender, but I would watch Bender fuck.
Well, yeah, he's a piece of shit, but yeah, he's a good one night stand kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely. The Ava from Evangelion, the main one, purple black.
Yep.
And he has a bit of sentience. Not to make too many spoilers, but
Yeah,
they're
I've
not
seen
just
like there's
mechs.
there's some relationship going on because I've only seen like trailers or something, and I mean it looks fucking insane.
And I have to say, Pacific Rim really does it for me too.
Okay, I've never seen that movie. I remember it was a big deal when it came out.
It's pretty decent.
The,
Well, at least first
the
one. I haven't seen
second one,
one.
the second one's not great. The first one is so good though.
Didn't even realize they made a second. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, I got
Like,
to
it's not terrible. It's just not good.
Yeah.
In Bender's defense, in that whatever infinity, I can't think of the word I'm looking for here. He was down to stay with Amy. She just wasn't down for a poly relationship.
All right.
When you go to a Transformers con or one of those bot cons or whatever, what percentage do you think of people have a fetish for 'em?
At least 15.
At least 15%. All
'Cause
right.
A lot of them are just normal
Yeah.
fans, but there's a decent chunk.
Yeah, a lot of them are just normal fans,
Oh,
or like
absolutely.
they're for their partner or a family member.
Oh, I guess I never thought to ask, at least from your perspective, about how big is this community?
Yeah. Great question.
It's sizable enough that there's like enough like if you go kind of poking around for it, you're gonna find it. Like it's not something that you have to dig for. It's not very niche. It's once you kind of crack into the cave of it, you're gonna find a lot of tunnels.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think any big franchise like that is just going to naturally have a decent sized community. It seems. I mean,
That's fair.
Yeah, and like even if you're not interested in the robot part, a lot of people just like the characters for their personalities. That's what
Exactly.
sucked me in. I just then realized, oh, I like it when they're hard.
All right, Marquise.
If you get like an email or a message from a bot, are you gonna flirt back?
yeah. What about a robo dialer or something?
I mean, I like to mess with them, but they're not going to do anything for me.
Okay. Not just a quick get your kicks or something, but
Yeah, that's more. Oh, you want to waste my time? Let me waste yours.
okay.
That's fair.
Um,
Reasonable.
Is there such thing as a flaccid robot dick?
Or are they always hard?
Or is it like
I mean,
telescopic?
if it's more kind of like a silicone rubbery mechanism.
Okay, so if they do have a silicone rubbery mechanism, how does it get hard? Does it oil pump into it?
That would in the Transformers universe, it would be Energon is basically kind of like their version of blood, so it would be an engorgement of the life fuel in their body of Energon pulsating to the location.
Oh, it's not like
to
oil or
cause-
something. It's that thing that you tickle and make them come with.
Yeah, and I mean, you can probably go the route of oil, but I find that a little more lackluster. I like to get more
Yeah, that
creative with
seems
it.
too
messy.
technical. Like it feels too much like real life at that point. I don't know if that's appealing to everybody, but like that sounds. I like the energy idea better.
Yeah, I just think it's sexy.
Yeah, that's like something. I don't know. That's like your chakra or something. Something that's like I don't know.
Yeah, your life force, your being, your self, what powers you, your soul. But of a robot.
That's what I'm going to tell people is happening to my dick when I get hard. That's my life force.
It's my
not
robot
blood.
soul. Yes.
Any lightning questions?
Nope, I'm good.
I think that about wraps it up then.
Yeah,
It's been a great episode. I've enjoyed talking to you a lot.
Hey.
a little less
Yeah,
focused,
ditto.
but
This
way.
is so fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just
so much. Thank you so much for coming on, Shy. And I'm definitely going to reach back out to you, of course, once the episode comes out. But
I look forward to hearing it and then forcing it on some of my friends.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
and send Mesky any links to like stuff that we might have
She already
discussed.
has sent me a couple
Oh, okay,
links. So
perfect,
I'll show it
because-
to you afterwards.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that.
That's it.
Just out of pure curiosity.
That's it. All right. Take care, Chai. We'll be in touch for sure.
It's been a
You
pleasure.
guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, fuck math, dude. That shit's stupid as fuck.
Acoustic pussy.
I like the part of the podcast where you guys just kept coming up with get rich quick schemes. So I
capitalists.
gotta ask, is that what this podcast is?
Hey, I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
It's not where it started.
But